I am an American soldier. I am a warrior and a member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I cannot take this. My dad, who's actually in the Army, he encouraged me to look at getting an ROTC scholarship. Not only would it be financial support, but also a way for me to physically and mentally and emotionally challenge myself while in college. So I applied for the scholarship, and it's really, really rare to get this scholarship. It was a lot of competition, so I wasn't really expecting much. I didn't think that I would necessarily get this scholarship, but a few months later I found out that I was selected, and not only was I selected, but I was in the first boards, which is the top, I think, 100 cadets who actually get into the program. So I was really, really excited. When I actually got the scholarship, I looked more into it and what exactly it was going to be doing for me. So I knew that I was getting a full ride to college. Not only did they pay for my tuition and books, but I also got room and board through ASRE, so I have actually no fees, nothing to pay for at all, and that was just a huge blessing, and I felt like this was really where I was supposed to be. After the 4 years of ROTC at Asbury, I will come out as a first lieutenant, which is higher than any enlisted officer will ever be able to get. The first few weeks were really intimidating because I am the only girl and one of only 2 freshmen, so it's really nerve-wracking to be in a room with a whole bunch of big, buff, strong guys, and here I am, the only girl. So at first, it was really, really tough to keep up with them, to do everything that they were doing. I remember a few of the PT sessions when I was just feeling really down and out because I didn't think I could keep up. I didn't think that I was worth it, and that was really discouraging, but after a few weeks I started to catch up with them and actually even beat them in a few things. Now I think that they have a new respect for me and they see me in a new light. They think, wow, you know, she takes this seriously, she can actually do it, she can do everything we can do, and that's a big thing for me. As the semester went on, I was still really enjoying ROTC, but a lot of doubts and questions were starting to creep into my mind. My dad, who is in the Army, he lost his job, which is really unheard of with the military. You don't just suddenly lose a job. I know that the financial responsibility does not rest on me, but being the oldest of all the kids at home just makes me feel like a lot of it is kind of my responsibility, and so that put a lot of extra stress on me, as well as all my classes. A lot of things weren't necessarily going like I had hoped. I've struggled with depression type symptoms ever since 6th grade, and I really, really came to a breaking point, and a lot of things just started making me doubt whether this was where I was supposed to be. Did God put me here for a reason? Why am I here? Am I supposed to be here? And I just really started questioning whether I should stay in ROTC, whether I should even stay at Asbury, because really, without this scholarship, I have no way to pay for school. A lot of doubts just kind of made me wonder what I should do with my life at this point in time. At the beginning of November, we had to go to an ROTC training exercise, and it was 3 days long. Well, on our very last day of training, we had a team building exercise, which we went to an obstacle course for. The very last obstacle that my group had to complete was called the inverted rope climb, and it started with about a 40 to 50 foot ladder climb, and I felt my gloves starting to slip, and all of a sudden my whole body fell except for my right arm was the last thing holding onto the rope, and it just kind of, my body ripped away from my arm and popped my arm. Just, I don't know what happened, but something just snapped. So then they took me to the training hospital, which was there on base, and the man, he thought that I might have torn my rotator cuff. I have an MRI scheduled coming up in the next week, and I'm going to find out what's wrong, hopefully for sure. If it is torn, either my labrum or my rotator cuff or both, I would have to have surgery in order to get that fixed, which really leaves my career as for the Army and ROTC really hanging in the balance. Don't know what's going to happen with that. I've been out of PT for the last 3 weeks and haven't been able to participate in anything that they've been doing, and it's really taking a toll on me emotionally, physically, everything. I'm just really questioning whether this is the right thing, whether I'm in the right place, and I guess only time will tell. I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. I am an American soldier. I am Cadet Callahan, MS1, Asbury University.